Hey, so in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how you can put fractions and mixed numbers into the calculator, and basically how you can solve fraction and mixed number problems using the calculator. So the first thing you need to recognize is where are the fraction and mixed number buttons located on your calculator. So this button here, the one that has the N over the D, that's your fraction button, and the one right beside it that has the capital U and then the N and the D, that is your mixed number button. So I'm going to give you a few problems we're going to try. So we're going to do 2 1/2 times 3/4. So if I want to solve this problem, the first thing I need to do is hit my mixed number button. And what you'll see is it gives you where you can put your whole number in and then your fraction. So I'm going to put my whole number in first, the 2. And then you have to scroll over to the right to let the calculator know that you're now going to put in your fraction. And then my fraction is 1, and then I'm going to scroll down and then put it over 2. And then again, I'm going to scroll over to the right so that the cursor is now blinking beside the mixed number, because you got to basically tell the calculator when you've put in all the numbers you need to put in for that mixed number. And then now I can hit my multiplication symbol, and now I'm going to put 3/4. So then I'm going to hit the fraction button, and then again, you can see my fraction is set up here. I'm going to put my 3 at the top, scroll down, put my 4, and then scroll over. And then now I can press enter and get my answer, and my answer is 1 7/8. So another problem I'm going to try is I'm going to do 4 2/3 times 3 4/8. So again, I'm going to put the mixed number in first. So I'm going to press the mixed number button. Then I'm going to hit my whole number, scroll over so I can put in my fraction. So I'm going to put my 2, scroll down, hit my 3, then scroll over to the right. So now that I have the cursor beside, now that it's blinking beside the mixed number, I'm ready to put in the multiplication symbol. And then I can put in my second mixed number. So I'm going to hit my my mixed number button again. Then I'm going to hit the 3, then scroll to the right. Then I'm going to put in my fraction, the 4, and then scroll down, and then the 8. And then again, I'm going to scroll over so that the calculator knows that this is my problem that I've set up. And then I'm going to press enter. And you'll notice that it gives me an answer, but there's an arrow beside it. When there's an arrow beside it, that means the answer is not in simplest form. If this happens, all you simply have to do is hit the simplify button, which is underneath the fraction button or the mixed number button. So I would simply hit this button and then press enter. And then you'll notice it's giving me the down arrow again, which means it's still not in simplest form. They divided everything by a factor of 2, but they haven't gotten into its simplest form, which means I need to hit the simplify button again and then press enter. And again, this time they divided by 2 again, but it still didn't get me to my simplest form because I still see an arrow pointing down. So I'm going to hit the simplify button again and then press enter. And now that I don't see an arrow, that means now I've gotten my answer into its simplest form, and then my answer would be 16 1/3. So the main thing you need to know is that if you want to put in a mixed number, the mixed number button is this button here that actually kind of looks like a mixed number. And then remember, when you put in a mixed number, you have to basically use the arrows to navigate and let the calculator know where you're putting your next number. So if I put 5 here and then I am done with the 5 and I don't need any more whole numbers, then I have to move the arrow over so I can start putting in my fraction. And then if I put the 1 up here, and then I scroll down and I put the 2, if I'm ready to multiply, if I just hit the multiplication button before scrolling over, notice it puts it at the bottom of my fraction. I don't want the multiplication symbol at the bottom of my fraction, so I have to make sure that before I put in the multiplication symbol that I scroll over to the right and that the cursor is blinking beside the mixed number, and then I can put in the multiplication symbol. All right?